Welcome, dear students. We are discussing our 13th chapter, which is Fun with Magnets. In our previous video, we discussed about how magnets were discovered, and we already discussed about types of magnets. Then, after that, we have performed this activity. How to we can do this activity we already discussed in our first video. So now today we will start from here, activity number 2, which is based on the magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Okay, dear students. So at first we should know what are the magnetic materials and what are the non-magnetic materials. Those materials which get attracted toward a magnet are magnetic materials, and the materials which are not attracted towards a magnet are non-magnetic. Okay, this is very simple definition of magnetic materials and non-magnetic materials. Okay, you can see this table also. There are some objects, then we have to write here these materials which the object is made up of. Okay, then in this one we have to write they are attracted by magnet or not. As we know, iron ball, which is made by iron, and this iron is attracted by magnet. So we can write here yes. Now second thing, this is scale, which is made up of plastic. You know, this scale cannot be attracted toward magnet. Okay, that's why we have written here no. In another case, we can take example of shoe that is made up of leather and it is also not attracted by magnet. Then we will write here magnet. Okay, so uh, this activity is just related to it. Okay, in this activity, what to do? We have to go for a Magnus walk. We have to go for a Magnus walk. What is Magnus walk? Magnus walk, as we already discussed in our previous video, that how this magnet discovered. Okay, just because of the person whose name was Magnus. That's why we are saying Magnus walk, because of his walking. Okay, we get to know about the magnet, so we can say Magnus walk. Okay, when we go for a Magnus walk, then we have a Magnus stick also. Okay, and there are so many objects there. Which objects stick to the magnet? That is also important thing. One small change in this activity: in Magnus stick, okay, there is a iron, but in our stick there will be a magnet. Okay, suppose that we are having a hockey stick with a magnet. Okay, and when we go for a round in our home, in playground, wherever, okay, some materials get attracted towards our stick. Okay, from this we will get this thing, that which material is attracting and which material is not attracting. Okay, those substances or materials get attracted towards our stick. Okay, such objects are called magnetic objects or magnetic materials. Okay, so this is in this activity, you can go through it. Okay, suppose this table for that one also. That's why it has written here name of the object. Suppose there are so many objects. Okay, you are going through these all objects when you are going for a walk, and in this in this part we have to write the name of the object. Okay, the name of the object which is made up of, and here we have to write they are sticking or not sticking to our stick. Got it? So we will write like that. So from here we have made this definition: magnetic material and non-magnetic materials. In a simple language, magnetic materials are those materials which get attracted towards a magnet, and non-magnetic materials are those materials which do not get attracted towards a magnet. Okay, so you can write here names, okay, and you can fill this table, no problem. Now move to activity number 3, dear students. Okay, this activity is also very nice, okay, and very good. These are the bar magnets. Okay, for this activity you should have bar magnet, number 1. Number 2, you should have some iron sprinkles. Okay, what are the iron sprinkles? Suppose you can go through sand, okay, in your home or a nearby place. I think you will find some sand there, okay, and bring this bar magnet and take this bar magnet to that sand. Then do one thing. What will you try? Dear students, you shake the magnet, okay, you shake the this bar magnet. Okay, dear students, what to do? You will do one thing, okay, you rub this bar magnet in the sand, that sand, okay, and then pull out the magnet. You will find some particles of sand sticking to the magnet, okay. Now you shake the magnet to remove the particles of sand, but you will find there some particles are also sticking to it, okay. Those very small particles are iron fillings, okay. So you will find one thing: the iron sprinkles, yeah, or you should say iron fillings. Those iron fillings will stick in the corner, like it, not in the middle part of the bar magnet, okay. It shows there that the magnetic strength of a bar magnet is maximum in its corner, okay. And these corners are called poles of the magnet. You should know this point, okay. You can fill table number 13.2 like it. You have to rub your magnet in sand, and you have to find out the value, how many iron fillings are there. You have to write here name of location, colony and town, city, village, okay, wherever you are living. You have to write the location, and you have to write here number of iron fillings sticking to the magnet, okay. You will not count these iron fillings like 1 2 3, okay. You will not count them. You have to write many, very few, or none, and you will fill here, okay. What to do? You have to go through a sand or soil, and you will rub this magnet to sand and soil. Then you will find out the iron sprinkles or iron fillings. Got it? Okay. So you have to do this activity in this one. And I already told you that all the iron fillings get attracted toward the corners of the magnet. These corners of the magnet are called poles. Okay. In activity number 4, we have to do same thing. You can see here magnet. Suppose you have so many iron fillings, and you are doing this activity with your bar magnet. then you will see that so many iron fillings gets attracted towards the poles of the magnet, only poles of the magnet or corners of the magnet. Okay, these are the these corners are called poles of the magnet. Okay, one pole is called north pole and another one is called south pole. One pole is called north pole and another one is called south pole. Okay, you should know this point. You can do this activity by a, suppose this is a magnet. You can do this activity with a number of iron pins. If you do not have iron small iron particles, or we say iron fillings, then you can do this activity with iron blades, like that. Okay, so you will find there the particles will attracted toward the corners, maximum in the corners, and these corners are called poles. One is called north pole and another is called south pole. Okay, dear students, so today you do these activities. Okay, then after this we will discuss in another video. Thank you.